Fucking A. Okay, so it is Lazybiscuit. All that wait for nothing. So, Lazybiscuit, 2500 game. I actually don't know what his rank is. He's going to be doing Lucio, McCree, and 76. So it's a fair bit of classes, and let's see what he has. Alright, cool. So speed boost into healing, perfect. You got no one with you. Okay, there you go. You found some help again. Now, I was about to say, yeah, remember Boop can just push someone away just to buy your team some space. Oh, I know it looks so good, but it's going to be difficult. So remember, flanking takes time. So if you are, that was essentially a flank when you're chasing down that Pharah, which you were probably not going to get. Remember, that was time spent away from your team. Good Boop there. Perfect. I like the speed boost idea. Get everyone on point right now. That was quite well. Sure. It's not a big deal. I think... Why I say it's not a big deal is because I think the enemy team wanted to engage on you guys. And essentially when you dropped that, it was before the engagement, so it just stalled them. What works better is if you do it during the engagement, so they're stuck dealing with everyone with more hit points.
My ultimate is ready.
So speed boost, yep. You're looking for the boops. I know you were. And you found one. Okay, there's the heal. I was gonna say, you need to switch to heal a little bit sooner there. Get out of there. Nope. It was a good choice. I think everything there was done as well as you could. And I always do like speed boosting through a choke point just because, whoa, shit, Steve-O. What the fuck? Steve-O hosting with 200 viewers. You caught me in a user review night. I'm apologizing if people wanted to see Junkrat. But, I'm watching user reviews and I do analysis on them. And I coach it like Madden. Jesus, man. Oh, but yeah, thanks for that. Steve-O with the great emotes. I think didn't they cut one of Steve-O's emotes, like the very suggestive one. Almost saved her. All right, you gotta do something, man. Fucking living in the hole. It's not bad to attempt to keep some semblance of, you know, activity on the point, but in the end, it's going to be futile.
Aiming's overrated.
Well, I think we just need hit scan. I don't think we need.
It looks like the fair has given everyone an issue. One of your friends went Ana, and so you decided to go McCree. Cool choice. I don't really care about what hero you play or why you play it. Just, you know, I just correct what heroes you're doing.
Aiming's overrated.
But your Lucio play wasn't bad. There's nothing to be ashamed of on that one.
I can't see you.
All patched up.
Get her. All right, you got her. Good job. Fucking good shooting, man. So far, you're doing great. Your last 5 shots, 5 out of 5.
I can't see you. Boost, boost, boost.
Aiming's overrated.
Careful about turning your back to combat. I know you move faster forward than you do backwards, but getting shot in the ass is usually a bad thing.
Aiming's overrated.
Get her. Everything, I think that attack went fine. I mean, you did get pushed out because shooting again. Yeah, so you're doing great as McCree. Makes me question why you were playing Lucio last round. Sure, zoning alt. Just be careful on this. Okay, now Lucio's dead. It's a lot better, but be very careful when you're going in and out of this door. So this door right back here, and then the door on the other side, getting booped off. Lucio's will sit there and just wait for you to do it. So if you do have to go through combat roll, do something, just get through that choke point as quick as possible. Man, you're waiting for it the entire time, and you're like, ah, don't worry about it, and you get ulted.
Back in the saddle again.
Now, one thing I will say about this, and I think a lot of teams have this issue, once you take the point, you don't have to sit on it. That entire time you're sitting on the point, you're a hit scan. You can sit back a little bit.
Aiming's overrated.
What that bitch is doing? She's just hiding in there. Good job, Diva. I'm surprised you didn't hide one of the biggest models in Overwatch behind a bush.
Aiming's overrated.
Oof.
My genius is finally recognized.
And we got a sub! Jedi 1339. Oh man, that's. What is this alt? Whatever. Apparently 4 people died, so it was good enough.
Okay, we gotta do something.
So I told you that Lucio is waiting to boop someone off. Oh, I was gonna say, like shit. Got him.
Genji's asleep. Genji's asleep.
Okay, now this is where you're staying on point. Okay, now here's a good spot. I like you being back here. It gives you you have room to go left and right. Oh shit, yeah, you're. What I tell you about? Well, this is a review, so you can't take what I said into account 2 minutes later. But turning your back to a flank or turning your back to combat gets you shot in the ass. Or in this instance, you get hooked in the ass.
Justice, my servants never die.
No.
Aiming's overrated.
Come on, guys.
Ah, yeah.
Helden sterben nicht.
Nope.
I'm coming. Soldier, do you have your ult?
Oh, I said nope, but that's 2 deaths.
Let's start over at the beginning.
Never mind.
Rachel, I'm almost there.
I think you guys got this one. Good job.
Good job.
Round 2, 1.
So I think your McCree player has been really good. You really didn't use flashbang that much, if I'm remembering the last couple minutes. But your accuracy was... Your accuracy was well within platinum, you know, skill rating. Brachado, I just got done with your Lucio video.
Aiming's overrated.
You're number 1, man. You were number 1, getting reviewed first. And I saw you talk earlier, but you weren't here when I went through it.
Thank you, kind.
Okay, good. Good! Oh my god. That worst feeling in the world. Alright, okay, I was about to say. Widow's on the field. Get the fuck down. Good news is you have Orisa and Reinhardt. So Widow's... I'm not going to say she's not effective, but Reinhardt, even when the shield breaks, can sit behind an Orisa shield. You got 2 shielders. It's incredibly strong against Widow and the like.
Aiming's overrated.
Good combat roll. That was very close. Genji's to your right. There we go. I was gonna say, once you got Orisa's bonus, just use the ult. Just try to get something done with it. I mean, you guys still lost a point, but you bought yourself 10% more, which is fine.
Boost. Hey, back up,
And I think this was old.
Why'd you ult that? No!
I think that was old
Yeah,
patch.
I got nano. You're good.
Uh-oh, it's a 5v6.
My ultimate is charging.
Easy points, buddy.
I see myself in that fight.
Your most Your most recent video helped me rethink my aggression on your instinct and why I'm having difficult climbing. I just wanted to say thank you for your advice in the video. Oh yeah, no problem. I forgot what I said in the video, but all right. People have been dying. They got rid of their 2 main DPSers.
Point is mine.
I'm coming.
Join me.
Stun that bitch. Stun her! Yeah, you didn't kill her, but whatever. She knows who's boss now.
My ult's at 8.
Another thing is, don't forget about flashbanging straight up or straight down when the Genji's right next to you. Now, Genji's reflect box will go into you, so he still has a chance to deflect it if he's like sitting next to you.
Recognized.
But yeah, it's just how I like how I use concussive mine. Sometimes the Genji will be right next to me and I throw it up in the air, and I still get the job done. Also, Tevin with the 5-month resub. Tevin, 5 fucking months, man. Good job. Thank you.
Smoke 'em out.
Hey, do you want a nano?
Helden sterben nicht.
I'd actually look for that Widow.
I'm on my way. I have res.
If you get it, I mean, this is gonna be pretty dang good. 3-person.
So as soon as you saw the Mercy res go off, and this is just... So here's, let's say this is the point. Let's say we're looking above it, right? Actually, the point's right here. So here's the ramp. Right, there's the other ramp. No, you know what? Fuck it. We're going top-down view. So you killed the Widow right here. After that, you fell back, you came back around, and you attacked this way. And then there's the pillars, right? Stuff like that. Something like this. And this was, essentially when you're right here is when the Mercy got rezzed. Or rezzed everyone. So, you know, people popped up on point. Like this, and there's a couple of people back here. Now, as soon as you heard the res, you should definitely not go this way. Because look where you're at. You're surrounded. I don't know where your teammates were at. I think one was around here, but the rest are down this way. You have no support. You're stuck behind enemy lines. You need, as soon as you heard the res, go back and kill the one person that's out of structure, right? She's out of position. If your team's here, a little bit too wildly there. You were up here. The easy person to pick off just by positioning is the Widow. And then you can attack back onto the point, in which case you have a full breath of everything on the point, and also your team can support you right away. And this has to go with my, when I tell people, they're like, what do you do when things are crazy? You pick a side and then cleave towards the center. This is how you make chaos into order. I just find a side, put my back to a wall, I kill whoever's over here, and then I put everyone in front of me and attack them that way. It's the easiest way to make a confusing situation less confusing.
Got unfinished business.
So,
Thank you.
okay. I like how that Lucio just ran past everyone. Oh, you almost had it.
Oh, okay, you got me, guys. Come on.
So if you want a little bit of a trick,
Never die.
Genji's deflect animation. Okay, so Genji's deflect. Notice how Genji will deflect in its client side. So it'll look like your projectile hits him. But then Genji deflects like here, because it's client side, right? There's like this 0.1 to 0.2 seconds because of internet lag and whatnot. And if we're saying this is time, like this is a window in time of Genji's deflect. Now the animation starts here. But there's this 0.1 to 0.2 second that he can deflect when his animation isn't going. Now, what you need to know about this is that it works over here as well. You think Genji's animation... Oh, hold on. You think with Genji's animation, it would end when the animation ends, right? And the animation ends right here. But the truth is that actually the window ends the same 0.1 to 0.2 seconds afterwards. So actually, his animation ends and you can shoot. Or his animation's still going and you can still shoot him. There's a very, very small window. In fact, hold on one second. I think I have a video for this. Let me look for a video. What was it? Oh yeah. I remember the video. Because I was playing Widow.
Aiming's overrated.
Oh, there it was. It was pretty quick. So because of me playing Junkrat so much... Whoops. So here's Genji doing his deflect animation. And I know exactly when it ends. Right here, he thinks... Right? That should be a deflect, right? No, it's a headshot. In fact, look, the animation deflects the bullet right back at me. You can see the bullet. Animation-wise, this should have been my death. But it's not because it's client side. And on his client side, because of the 0.1 to 0.2 second, I hit exactly when it ended. But because of the delay in animation, it looks like he's still deflecting on everyone else's screen. It looks like a shuriken. Maybe it was. I don't know if the animation deflected the bullet. But yeah. The animation is clearly still going on. And you can still kill him.
Thank you, thank you, thank
So yeah.
you.
You have to take advantage of that. Also, what the fuck? Who just donated $10? Is 12. It says a little appreciation, man. That's a lot of appreciation. No, it's a fidget spinner. Fuck, that explains so much why I hate
I slept him.
the goddamn weeb Genji. He is a fidget spinner. That's what he throws at you. Good shooting, good stun. But she's Tracer and she just, you know, does that normal shit. Another good stun. And you get the point.
Your death wasn't in vain, at least.
Roll up in Twitch chat? Why?
Score 2-1.
Back in the saddle again.
Skip, skip. Here we go.
Round 4. Capture the objective.
So you're up 2-1. Let's see what happens. I like this positioning.
I can't see to heal you guys back there.
That was a really good stun.
The objective is now.
Yeah, they have a
Stun?
Hanzo.
Okay, there you go. There's just enemies running all around you. That's kind of... It sucks, but it's kind of funny. So this is another one where you're just kind of jumping into the mix. It's better, I don't want to say stay back, but keep a breath on the entire scope of the battle. Right, you need to take it all in, figure out who you need to shoot when you gotta shoot. Because if you're chasing people around, you're gonna get that shit, you're chasing a Tracer, and all of a sudden you're in between a Lucio and a Hanzo, and the Tracer is God knows where. There's a lot of people to your right. Also, you saw your Mercy take damage there. Okay, you're losing a little bit of focus. I got good accuracy though.
Come on.
You can still hear Tracer right behind you. Good stun though. Tracer was hunting your ass down the entire time.
Come on, guys. You're hit scared. Come on, just kill her. 57.
Well now.
So I'm gonna hope you take the high ground here.
Winston's asleep. Winston's
I have
sleeping.
res.
If we look at the... So one thing you need to notice
Kill the Mercy.
when you have 108 health,
Yes,
you can get one shot by Hanzo pretty easily. Okay, you got him.
Okay, I got Nano.
Tracer on me.
Good shooting. There's that spot. I gotta tell you, you gotta get right in and out of that corner. It's hazardous to your health. So something that this team is, I don't want to say they're lacking, but they don't, I guess they do have a lot of, no, they got the Winston and Diva. Never mind. I was going to say they didn't have that much vertical mobility once they lost to Pharah.
What do we need to change?
Hanzo can, you know, climb up walls, but it's not that vertical, mobile. Tracer obviously has none. But the Winston diva will give you issues if you take the high ground.
I can go Genji.
One. Round 5.
Yes, no.
The objective.
It's okay.
So you kind of do a full team swap. You pull out a Zarya, a Soldier, and a Reaper. I think this is pre-patched Reaper, right? This is he doesn't heal. Okay, I was gonna say either get in or out of the bubble, one of the two. If you think you have the accuracy, you can pressure him directly.
Lucio's behind you.
Okay, that takes care of that fucking Lucio that kept on jumping around.
I'm almost back.
And you got the Mercy. That's phenomenal. That was a very... I think she was coming out to try to res, and that was a really good kill. And I'm all for these ults to clean up the point. Really big issues if you're not cleaning the point up fast enough, and there's a Mercy on the enemy team. They're going to topple over you at one point in time.
Don't push up too far
Because if you kill half the team and the other team is staggered, they're going to push and... Oh, shit. They're going to push and get rezzed. Killing the Mercy first can be a double-sided blade. Because if you can't kill the entire team fast enough, then she's just gonna come back and resurrect everyone. Oh no! If anyone's asking, no, this is not me playing. User reviews. Good. Reaper deserved that.
Okay, I got grab.
Okay. I think you pressed the wrong button there.
I almost have res again.
This is a good ult. This is a really good ult. D.Va eats a lot of it, but you put a lot of pressure on them and they stopped engaging.
I res.
That shield saved your ass. That was good. Don't stay. Oh, gee, I jumped in my seat with that. Try not to stay still. Also, you had the Helix rocket. It's best to try to shoot her and finish her off. She was at low health, and splash damage on Helix is pretty insane.
Reaper on me.
Don't quit till the fight's done.
I am taking the objective. Reinforce this
See, splash damage on those... Helix rocket is more splash damage than, I think, any explosion in the game. Like, not counting ults. But I do believe his splash damage is greater than Pharah and Junkrat.
I threw
Let
guys.
him have it. Let him have it.
Okay, and your team's calling for the full retreat. That's good. Good choice.
We pushed up too far and got punted.
Splash damage and Helix anywhere where you stand in the radius. I know, but I think the radius is huge. I would actually need to look at the numbers for it, but it feels like Helix splash radius is insane.
I res. Tracer on me.
Ah, well. Throw down heals, Helix, and just
Tracer on
try to buy time.
Oh my gosh, and I didn't get the res. Oh, GG.
So I will say one thing is, at least on Soldier, what you haven't been doing, but you did on McCree, is you never touch the far side of the point. And by that, I mean this, basically this way over.
Tracer on me.
I mean, it seemed alright positioning. You could also be up here. But I think you just stood in between this couple area the whole time. That and the left flank. Yeah, I think every time. Left flank.
I res. Tracer on me.
Here you are a little bit on the left side or right side. But I think you dive into the middle. I missed that the first time. That was the one damage, point of damage nerf working against you, but that's exactly what it was supposed to do.
Okay, I got grab.
Make you take an extra bullet. Yeah, here you are, and this is when you take it. You kind of, and this is for good or bad. I mean, you guys were kind of just, all of your team was lining up here, and all of their team was lining up here, and you're just going straight at each other. It's not a bad thing, it just, there's better ways to do things. So, how? You lost, but it was a very close loss. Actually, I wouldn't say, I think your accuracy is phenomenal for Platinum. I think it's really good. Your McCree accuracy was spot on. So what you did, Lucio, McCree, and Soldier. Yeah, your hit scan accuracy was pretty good. The Lucio, I can't remember, but it doesn't really fucking matter. Your positioning on McCree, I think McCree and Soldier, this is probably, and if you do it on both classes, you're probably doing it with all classes. You don't have to be on the point once you take it. Right, because the point really constricts where you're allowed to be and how you defend from it. I was noticing on a couple rounds where you like to chill right on the point. If you take it, get off the point, you're here, and then you can see the entire scope of battle. If you're in here, like on the one map where you got like a doorway here, and a doorway here, and a doorway here, and a doorway here, it limits what you can shoot and what you can see and what's going on. Also, because of the ceiling in the map, it limited your ability to look up when they had a Pharah. So get off the point, get a better vantage. Definitely that. Soldier, you're kind of doing the same thing, and I think that's just because you're still trying to play in like McCree. That's my phone. Yeah, get off the point, attack from another area. Try to avoid a head-on conflict. Just try to. Also, know your distances. With position, McCree, know what 15 meters is. And as Soldier, know what 35 is. 35 meters is significantly farther than you think. McCree, 15 meters, that's shorter. It's 5 meters. I think Hog is 20 meters on hook. So it's shorter than hook distance, which is still fucking far. Hook distance seems crazy at times. Logistics. So I consider this skill usage and decision making. / decision. So skill and decision making. I think your skill usage with McCree. I think your flashbangs are fine. Your combat rolls are fine. I think you're getting to where you need to most of the time, outside of staying in that position too long. Don't hold on to a position longer than you need to. you are in a position to do one thing, and that is whatever your action is, right? It seeks to do something for a purpose. Once that purpose is done, give it up. Don't hold on to it because you think don't value it for more than it's worth. And that's kind of what I was saying with this. But I think all that was fine. Your Lucio, I can't even remember your Lucio, honestly, but your McCree was doing fucking great. Information, I think you were fine. Outside of this vision issue, which gives you less information. So it's basically, I'm going to say it's a positioning issue you're having more than anything right now. But the way I see it, it's an information issue. Because you're in a position that gives you less information, I see it as an inferior position. I value information more than anything else in the game. For all classes. So my positioning should be conducive to that information gathering. Now, while you're on the point, it does put you closer, and there's all these other reasons, like it puts you closer, you can see less, yada yada yada. The main thing is you're getting shit for information, and what that means is you have to make a decision based on not good information or less than the amount of information you should have, which makes your decision making harder, which makes your positioning worse, yada yada yada. Yeah. That's the thing. Soldier, you're holding the left flank the entire time. In fact, you're holding the left flank, and the left flank was indoors. So it's even, you're really holding yourself back in that respect. McCree, a couple of the maps, you were really holding on point. A couple times you got off the point, and you're doing fucking great when you're off the point. Again, you're holding the left side on Lighthouse. And the left side obviously shields you from information. It is a little less obvious of where they're at and what they're doing. Not that you shouldn't ever do it, but you're favoring that side too. So I think that's... Try to find the more open areas. Go into a closed-in area when you need to. Have a reason to go into a closed-in area. If you're not, then go to an open area. That's what I would like you to work on right now. Someone asked a question, can you give us more tips on DPS positioning? Positioning with DPS is all about greed. I mean, I kind of finished this review, but we can talk about this briefly. DPS, how you want to be with DPS is a balance of competing demands. And it's not risk versus reward. It's just like risk versus... I don't want to say reward. I gotta figure out what I'm trying to say. I want to say greed. But greed is risk. Greed is risk versus reward, kind of. Oh, man, what am I trying to say? It's so hard to put into words, because I've said this once before, and I don't think I'll be able to say it again, because, fuck. Good luck, for me saying the same thing twice in a row. DPS positioning. You need to be forward, but only forward enough. Oh, it's... I consider it damage versus survival. I think that's what I said before. Because the number one skill a DPS player has...
Timing's overrated.
Is not accuracy. This is bullshit. The real number one skill DPS needs is survival. And so you need to be a little bit greedy with your positioning so you can get some more damage off. At the same time, you need to always just compare it against, am I going to live or am I going to die? What's my risk of death? What can I get out of this? How much damage can I put on? Am I going to get enough to finish off a character, or am I getting enough to just like see what's going on? What's going to happen? You have to balance these two competing demands of damage and survival. Funny thing is, the longer you survive, the more damage you do. you talk about DPS survival versus, say, Mercy survival. Damage allows you to survive, right? As a Junkrat, I can burst down a target near instantly. It's because I do so much damage so quickly, I can survive as Junkrat. While survival with a support class usually goes down to usage of their skills. So like Ana, self-defense kit of just sleep dart, bionic grenade. You know, just stay alive through those means. She can damage people down, but like Zenyatta is more akin to the DPS way of surviving, which is, oh, I can survive longer if I kill everyone. Right? That's a way to survive. But yeah, this is DPS in a nutshell. To be just close enough for someone to kill you, but not kill you, it allows you to do the most damage possible and still stay alive. It's a very thin edge. And the problem is you usually go over that edge by a long shot, and people are like, oh, that was dumb. Or it's like, you just went excessive. The action itself wasn't dumb. Like, people overextend. Overextending isn't dumb, because if you extend a little bit, like right to here, alright, like, you're still extending. It's not dumb, you survive, right? Like, the concept of going out after someone isn't a bad idea. It's just when you go beyond this damage versus survival means. And usually suiciding for to kill someone is pretty much it's never good to trade as a DPS. Unless you take down a shit ton of people. Like, unless you kill 3 or 4, trading is rough. Even against a support, it can be bad. Trading is very, very by the case. You can't give a clear-cut rule for that. That's the difference between survival for a DPS and survival versus other classes. Is that damage allows you to survive, right? But yeah, positioning. Just greedy enough. Greed is good, right? If you don't get punished, then you get more than you need. Actually, you get more than you should have gotten, which is fine. If you get away with it, you get away with it. And don't fool yourself in thinking some players at the professional scene aren't greedy. You actually need to be greedy. It's just knowing this line we're at. Too greedy is terrible for DPS, and not greedy enough is also absolutely shit for DPS. Both of these mindsets are shit to play Overwatch with, at least from a DPS mentality. Yeah, being greedy isn't bad. Don't let anyone tell you that. It's a necessary evil. With no more questions, offense is the best defense. True, but defense is also good defense.